La Serenissima, this one from 1740 by Canaletto. St. Catherine of Alexandria by Raphael, painted around 1507, one of the greatest Italian painters and architects of the High Renaissance. Painting by Lorenzo Lotto, born around 1480, died in 1556 or 7, has a very idiosyncratic style. The Gallery of Italian Works. The Supper at Emmaus, where the resurrected Jesus appears to his disciples, painted by Caravaggio, 1571-1610. He was a master of chiaroscuro, and the Caravaggism movement was named after him. The Assassination of St. Peter Martyr, painted around 1507 by Giovanni Bellini, a forerunner of the Venetian school. St. Catherine of Alexandria, by Antonio de Solario in 1514, originally part of a triptych. This painting depicts the gods Venus and Mars by Botticelli. This painting was exhibited for the first time in 1874 in the National Gallery. The Virgin of the Rocks, famous canvas painted between 1491 and 1508 by Leonardo da Vinci. Multidisciplinary man, artist, scientist, inventor, and humanist philosopher. He transformed art into the complex style of the High Renaissance. His scientific and artistic method proceeded from a preliminary accumulation of detailed observations, of knowledge dispersed here and there, all with perfection as the objective.
You speak of yourself, Holmes?
A study by Tiepolo. The Trojans bring the Greek horse into their city, causing their own ruin. Thus it's best to beware of certain gifts. Portrait of a young man in red by Domenico Ghirlandaio. This painting was executed between 1480 and 90 and is on loan. Canvas by Orazio Gentileschi, 1563 to 1639, Baroque painter influenced by Caravaggio. His daughter Artemisia became a painter in her own right. A painting by Veronese, the family of Darius before Alexander. The Origin of the Milky Way, painted around 1575 and bought in 1890 by the National Gallery, executed by Jacopo Robusti, known as Tintoretto, which comes from tintore, as his father was a dyer. At least his business was merely dyeing and not death. St. Catherine of Alexandria, painted by Carlo Crivelli, bought as part of the Prince Anatole Demidov collection in 1868. Must you see it to believe? The Incredulity of St. Thomas, master of the work, Battista Giovanni Sima, born around 1459. Adoration of the Kings by Botticelli, bought by the National Gallery in 1878. Peasants at Archery, David Teniers the Younger, 1610 to 1690. Baroque, I would say. The Flemish artists are found here. Peace and War, Rubens, the Old Master, painting probably executed in 1629 or 30, illustrating the hopes for peace between England and Spain, the painter's mission at the time. Rubens was, in effect, also a diplomat. Rubens, The Judgment of Paris. What a dilemma. Paris had to choose between one of the three divinities, Venus, Juno, or Minerva, and anger the other two in the process.
There was nothing to it but choose all three.
A work by David Teniers, the Younger. Portrait of a Man, canvas loaned to the museum, work of an unknown artist, dating between 1645 and 1655. canvas painted around 1620, unknown artist from the Flemish school. Portrait of a boy holding a rose, around 1660 and attributed to François de Chastel, a Flemish painter. A family group by González Cox. Hearing, canvas by González Cox. He earned his nickname Little Van Dyke through the elegance of his paintings. Look, a white horse standing by a sleeping man by Peter Verbeek, possibly derived from a 1652 print by Paulus Potter. Sight, portrait of Robert van der Hoek by González Cox between 1614 and 1618, died in 1684. A sunset by Rubens, one of the greatest Baroque painters of the 17th century and in the history of painting in general. The Balby Children by Van Dyck, 1599 to 1641. Lady Elizabeth Thimbleby and Viscountess Andover by Van Dyck. Van Dyck in person. This artist had a huge influence on English portraitists. He is considered to be the creator of the English school of painting.